One. Hello, and welcome to episode 27 of JDUB and Friends podcast. This episode, I have Levin Lightsaber with me. How you doing tonight?
Hey, what's up, soccer? It's me, Levin. I am going to be streaming again. I have my own channel where I talk about reviews, and I also keep track of plenty of sports. I know, rare for a nerd to like sports. And I just beat this guy in the bot league, and I'm going for the sweep tomorrow with the main league.
True, true. Yeah, I just lost to Bill the Fajita, so that's rough.
Go thank the refs for losing yesterday.
Yeah, I was if I would have played or changed two players, I would have won. But oh well, is what it is. But tonight we're going to talk a little about sports. Obviously, we're both sports fans, but before we get into some sports, I got some news tonight. Right now, bottom of the third in the World Series. Los Angeles Dodgers are up 2-1. Looks like though that the Yankees are first and third with one out. So that score might change by the end of the podcast. Also, did you hear that the Colts benched Anthony Richardson?
Yes, potential man, no more.
Yeah,
If you know what a potential man is, if you don't know, I can explain that to you with a meme.
go ahead, explain.
Well, the joke started from that anime Jujutsu Kaisen. I don't watch it, but
Hmm.
it kind of spread. There's like every kind of shonen show has that character that's like, oh, they started from nowhere, and they're looking to be really strong one day. They're working harder than even the protagonist. So it was like one day he'll be Gojo, one day he'll be strong enough to fight the big bad, in this case, Anthony Richardson is the Colts' potential man. One day he'll be good as Patrick Mahomes. One day he'll be an elite QB. One day he'll win us a Super Bowl. Not looking like it right now.
No, I don't think he's that good of a quarterback, in my opinion. I think he could have been a better tight end than quarterback, but that's just me. I think he'll
I
be out of
don't.
the league
Yeah,
pretty
I
soon.
actually don't have anything against him. It's just Colts fans were so insistent that this guy is a better quarterback than guys like C.J. Stroud.
Mm.
It's like, go worry about being better than Bryce Young before you want to talk about this. No offense.
True. Vikings actually made a trade today. They acquired left tackle Cam Robinson in a trade with the Jaguars. So that'll
Wow.
help. That'll help their offensive line a little bit.
Well, now you got to try and lock him up so it helps. What's his name? The known cheater from Michigan, JJ McCarthy.
Yeah.
I got a rant saved for that later.
As a Michigan
You
fan, I understand.
don't ever talk about the Astros cheating scandal. You're not in
Yeah,
any, you and Patriots fans, no position to talk.
yeah. $16.25 million he's making this season. So once they sign him a bigger deal, but Darnold's actually playing really surprisingly good.
Well, now they took a loss, so
Yeah,
and that was with the Aiden Hutchinless team or Lions team.
yeah. I don't know. We'll see how
So
that goes. Um. Also, did you hear about the Ravens trade today?
yeah, for Johnson,
Yep, Deontay
who has
Johnson.
them in their league. Oh yeah, it just feels like it's the Chiefs' season to
Yep.
win or to lose.
Yeah.
And you said the Falcons would be the one
Yeah.
most likely to do an upset.
I feel like the
That would
Falcons.
be funny. It
I mean,
would be so funny. I just
they
don't know.
they have the
It has
talent.
to happen. It's just got to happen first before I can talk myself into it.
True.
Because
So
yeah,
oh, good.
what? No, because I don't think anybody believed the Giants could do that apart from diehard Giants fans or Carl from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
And do it
I don't
twice
know
in
if you
one
remember
season.
that.
Yeah.
There was like a skit he had where he would keep talking about the games as they were happening,
Hmm.
and it was like a regular season matchup between them and the Patriots. I just remember
Yeah.
a line where like his friend said something bad about his mom. Like, you don't talk to my mom that way. Apologies accepted. And
Yep.
they just go back to talking about the game.
Now, or the um play or the standings right now are pretty open for basically maybe three divisions. and that's about it. Um, I mean, the AFC East is basically the Buffalo Bills to lose. I mean, they're the Dolphins are 2-5, the Pats are 2-6, and the New York Jets are 2-6. Even though Aaron Rodgers was supposed to be the savior of that team, but it doesn't help when you don't have an offensive line. What do I know? The other one of the three divisions I think that could be good is the AFC North. You got Pittsburgh at 6-2, Baltimore's at 5-3, and then Bengals at 3-5, who just lost to my Eagles, by the way, by 20 points, which was nice. First time that the Eagles won in Cincinnati. Um, Cleveland Browns are 2-6 in that division. Your guys' division, the Texans division, which I think you guys have that locked up. Uh, Tex
We might be the first team to get our division locked up in the entire league.
I think the AFC East will be done first, and then South will be right after that. But
Oh yeah, probably.
Houston 6-2, Indianapolis 4-4, Jacksonville's 2-6, and Tennessee is 1-6. Um,
Yeah, if only they didn't run into Miami before
yeah,
like after the injury, they would be the first 0-17 team if you ask me.
yep. AFC West, Kansas City 7-0, Denver's 5-3, LA's 4-3, and the Raiders are 2-6. Um, they got Raiders needed a quarterback. That's their main problem. They got rid of
Oh,
Carr,
they
and
aren't going
then
to want to get one next year.
yeah,
Everyone's waiting for the year after for Arch Manning,
yeah,
who's unfortunately going to be a giant.
definitely.
The
So
script will write itself.
I think the biggest surprise this year, the Commanders leading the NFC East. Uh, barely,
That's
well,
surprising.
yeah, Eagles are in second with 5-2, which I think this will be the other division that's going to come down to two teams. But see how this one, NFC North. All right, well, we'll
What
go
about
through
the
this.
Cowboys and the Giants? I
Yeah,
need to know their records.
Washington 6-2, Philadelphia is 5-2, Dallas is 3-4, and the New York Giants are 2-6, who the Eagles also just destroyed. Um, we got the NFC North, which is going to come down to actually three teams, which is nuts, and it's the only division I believe right now in pro football. I'll check my thing. Yep, that has every team above 500.
How
Uh,
long will that? When's the last time a division has all been above 500?
not very often. It's been a while.
Yeah,
Lions are 6-1. Green Bay 6-2. Minnesota's 5-2, and the Bears are 4-3 after their lost to the Commanders on a Hail
hey, they're doing a
Mary.
lot better than I thought.
Yeah, me too. I thought Williams was going to be a not great, but apparently, now they now the other division is the NFC South, which I think is going to come down to one team. I think the Buccaneers are too injured. Um, But the Falcons are 5-3, Bucks are 4-4, New Orleans Saints are 2-6, and Carolina Panthers are 1-7. It's crazy. The Saints started 2-0 with Carr, and then after Carr got injured, they just went downhill real quick. They've lost 6 games in a row now. But
Damn.
yeah, Carolina lost 5 in a row, and they started 1-1. This division is maybe one of the worst divisions um, in sports right now. NFC
And here
West.
I thought you'd say the AFC South is the worst.
It's coming close, but
I
just
mean, you got the Titans in there. They're doing a lot of the I want to say heavy lifting, but they're the ones slacking.
yeah. Arizona Cardinals are 4-4, and San Francisco's 4-4, Seattle's 4-4, and Los Angeles at 3-4. Just
That is
not,
so funny.
yeah,
Well, the good news is for the Rams, they got Cooper Cup and Puka Nakua back.
yeah. That might be their only saving grace. Or 49ers have Samuel back, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
unfortunately, they don't play the Dallas Cowboys 16 times a year.
Right, I don't know how the rest of that's
I
gonna
need the
go, but
Niners and Packers to play again, so they have the right to see who is the dominant dad over Dallas.
right. Um,
Honestly, the idea of both of those crowds just chanting "fuck the Cowboys" would be so funny.
Currently in the playoff run, we got Kansas AFC side. Kansas City is number one. Texans are two. Pittsburgh Steelers are three. Buffalo Bills are 4, Denver Broncos are 5, uh, Baltimore 6, and LA Chargers are 7. Um, Now I feel like I was telling, I believe you got a couple of us in the chat. I feel like it's down to a two team race, the AFC and NFC. AFC is definitely down to. I feel like it's Kansas City and Baltimore right now. Buffalo's gonna choke like they always do in the playoffs when they lose to Kansas City.
Yeah, I remember
Excuse
when
me.
everybody was already crowning them Super Bowl champs.
Yeah,
The Bills, I mean,
yeah, yeah. So I think
it's
it's
like,
gonna look good.
no, no, it's just it was only the first month of football, my guy. It's a little too soon to crown them. I mean, the Chiefs have a reason why we can do that because look what they've been doing for the past few years.
Hmm.
But yeah, I don't think we should give the known choke artist in Josh Allen the crown already.
Yeah. Let's see. NFC. Crazy enough, the Lions are leading the NFC right now. Washington Commanders are second with 6-2. Atlanta Falcons 5-3. Arizona Cardinals 4-4. Green Bay Packers 6-2. Minnesota Vikings 5-2, and the Eagles are 5-2. So we are uh, just in playoff right now. Um, Now the I feel like NFC is basically down to two teams too. I feel like it's the Lions and Eagles right now. I feel like Commanders still haven't played their hardest schedule. Their right now their strength of victory is only 340, which is not too great. But they haven't played the Eagles yet. They still have two games against the Eagles. I don't think I think they played what the Giants, and that's it from yeah, just the Giants right now.
I think
So
they
they
got
have.
to play the Cowboys too.
Yep, they have played the Cowboys twice too. So I feel like yeah, I feel like NFC East or NFC is just down the Lions and Eagles. I feel like that's the
Then I would call the Rams the dark horse because they're getting healthy again.
yeah, but yeah, all it just takes all it takes is one team to get on a real big run when they're getting hot. So we'll see. Um, what about you? Who you feel is the two favorites for the AFC?
It's I only need a favorite. It's the Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I'm wrong. By the way, I'd love to be wrong. By all means,
Hmm.
go ahead and call me wrong if something happens in the future. I'm okay with that. But I can't pick against the Chiefs anymore.
Right.
I won't pick against them until proven otherwise. Until they're dead.
So your Super Bowl right now would be at least
Oh,
Kansas City on one
the
side.
Yankees took the lead,
No.
5-3.
Okay. Yeah. So they might avoid the sweep. We'll see though.
Yep.
Uh, so Kansas City obviously is in one half year championship. Then.
Mm,
uh.
NFC. It's I gotta say the Lions and the Packers.
Oh.
The Packers have a pretty good team that's composed like on defense. Uh I don't like that guy, but Alexander has been insufferable. Not just as a person, but as a player.
Hmm.
He is good at locking people down.
Yeah. The Packers still have to play Lions twice. The Bears
Yep.
twice, and one more Vikings
Oh
game.
God.
So.
So you're giving them true free wins.
They could have. I mean, at least they'll probably
Well,
be.
I'm not picking against them in Lambeau. It's like picking against the Jags when they're hosting the Colts.
Mhm.
You don't pick the Colts. The Colts have never won in Duval for a decade now, and it's a nice bit of trivia.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah,
The
and
they play
how long?
at Lions, or no, they play at
Y-
home against the Lions.
Yeah, yeah, they're getting their home game early and not at the end when it's cold.
Yep. Let's see. Yeah, they'll play in Chicago. At home against the 49ers. At home against the Dolphins. Dolphins will be a win. That Dolphins team's a mess. Play at the
Yeah.
Lions and at the Seahawks. So those two games back to back will be a little. That'll be a little rough.
Oh, if you thought the humiliation against the Cowboys was bad, I can only imagine what's his name has planned for the Niners near the end of the year.
Yeah. They'll crush the Saints unless Carr's back. Carr might actually beat Green Bay.
I feel like it might be too little, too late in their case.
Yeah.
It might be
Uh,
better just to like take a high draft pick and start building up more.
True. Uh, since we are, um, you said the Packers and Lions. What do you think is going to be the championship game for the NFL this year? Super Bowl game.
It would be cool if it was them, but I
Uh,
don't know.
the Lions
I
or the
I yeah, I feel like it would be the Lions and the Packers. The Vikings, as cool as their run is, I don't think they have it in them to go the full distance.
Mhm.
The Falcons, I know you said it would be a funny little meme if they did it, and
Yeah,
it would be fun. But until I see them actually not lock up that division, I'm not gonna pick them just yet.
right. And I think they basically locked up the division after they beat the Buccaneers twice.
Which is what they did,
Yep. Because
and
once
they
they,
should stomp the rest of their division.
yep, and they play the Cowboys at home, so that'll be a little bit. That should be an easier win. And the Saints
Beat
are
them,
still healthy, so basically
beat
all they
them
have to
soys.
basically all they have to do is win one more game in the division. They're done. Because I mean they're gonna beat the Panthers. It don't matter. But
Yep,
um, let's talk some. Since we are sports tonight, let's talk some hockey.
hockey.
Yep.
All right.
Now you are a Dallas Stars fan periodically.
And periodically, I just keep up with them. I don't watch the other games or keep up with how those games go.
Yeah.
Of
Uh,
the four, this one gets my least amount of attention. I just watch my team and that's it.
yeah, that's kind of how I mean I watch hockey a lot, so I know well, there's a lot of surprising teams. The Winnipeg Jets are back in the NHL last few years. They've been playing a lot better. They were decent in the 90s and early 80s. Oh yeah, that's actually I found the worst team name in sports. I forgot. The Utah Hockey Club.
The what?
The Utah Hockey Club.
Oh yeah, yeah. They don't have a team name yet.
Nope. It's almost as bad as the
How?
Washington football team.
You know, at least they had an excuse of being canceled.
Right. Um, so let's see. Right now, Florida, well, Eastern Conference, Florida Panthers are 7-3-1. Tampa Bay 6-3-0. Toronto's 5-4-1. Red Wings are 4-4-1. Canadians are 4-4-1. Boston's 4-4-1. Sabres are 4-5-1, and Ottawa's 4-4-0. The Devils are 6-4-2. The Rangers, Thrill House's favorite team, are 6-1-1.
The Rags.
Yeah, yeah.
Ugh.
The Hurricanes are 6-2-0. Washington Capitals are 5-2-0. Blue Jackets are 4-3-1. Islanders 3-4-2. Pittsburgh's 3-7-1, and the Flyers 2-6-1. They used to be really good when they had the oh my goodness, I can't think of the guy's name. They used to have Leclerc and Lindros.
Like,
Philadelphia did for
yeah.
that was a long time ago though. Winnipeg 8-1 in the Western Conference. Dallas is 7-2 in the Western Conference right now. They're looking pretty decent.
Yep. We
Um,
lost to those same Capitals.
yeah, they have
That
they're
one was I felt one we should have won.
you guys got a perfect record at home though, so can't complain about that. As long
Yep.
as you,
Well, like I said, they're to me the Dallas Stars are a team where I don't care how well you do in the regular season. Show up in the postseason where it matters.
yeah,
They only went to the Stanley Cup once, and it was during the pandemic year. But that one's like the one you don't really count as a shortened season because it was shortened by what 2 3 games
something like that.
because it was
Yeah,
already going to be playoff time soon anyway.
right.
Yeah, they just basically finished the rest of the season for those teams that didn't lock up a spot already.
Yep.
But yeah,
The Minnesota Wild are 6-1-2 right now. St. Louis Blues 5-4-0. Colorado's 5-5-0. Utah Hockey Club is 4-4-2, which I think Utah is going to be. There's a few names they have knocked up right now. I think they'll be the Blizzard. I think the Blizzard sounds the best. Utah Blizzard. That's just me though. And it keeps kind of the 2Z thing that they got going on in Utah
yeah.
with the Jazz. That's what I would do. That's just me. Nashville Predators 3-5-1. The Chicago Blackhawks are 3 6
The
and 1.
Diddy team?
Yep. The Golden Knights are 7-2 and 1. Uh,
Oh god, I hate the Knights.
yeah, the first expansion team to win basically um that quick. LA Kings are 5-2 and 2. The Canucks are 4-3 or 4-1 and 3. The Flames are 5-3 and 1. The Anaheim Ducks, who went back to their old logo, are 4-4 and 1. The Kraken are 4-4 and 1. And Edmonton Oilers are 4-5 and 1. And San Jose is 1-7 and 2. Yeah, San Jose has been rough for the last few years. Um, Now you said you don't really watch much hockey, so we won't talk about really championship. But right now, I personally, just from watching them in the past, I think the Winnipeg Jets be kind of cool to see win a championship, just because of what their past was like. But we'll see.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I just want Dallas to win, but I'm thinking I'm picking Florida to go back again. I don't know about winning it all, but I feel like they're the favorites for oh, I found what I was looking for.
Hmm.
So when the Knights got eliminated, I sent my friend this. You'll know what that means
Nah, yep.
on the back of the jersey. You know what that means, right? That's not a real name.
No, it's Oh my goodness. Um, Shoot.
Remember that dirty trick that Vegas did to get Mark Stone in,
Yeah.
and they still lost despite that?
Yep.
Beautiful. What you deserve. That's a
Uh,
dirty, cheap team. But yeah, she did not know what that meant. She did not know. His wife did not get it, and it made it more funnier.
yeah.
So yeah, if you want, post it in the chat or post it for people to see
Uh,
later in editing because it's a funny picture. If you know, you know.
yep. Definitely. I just went into the this or the general chat or our chat and looked at it. Um.
Yep,
Now we'll talk a little NBA since it just literally started. They're only a few games in.
yep.
Did you see the Dwayne Wade statue?
Yeah, I think I've convinced myself I don't want a Tim Duncan statue. Not because I don't think he deserves it, he does.
It
But
just won't look like
considering
him.
whoever the NBA is hiring to make these sculptures is awful.
Hmm.
Like I would take like a plaque instead, like put a plaque on a wall or something for
Yeah.
Tim over this because I feel like there's no way you mess that up.
Yeah.
Just
It,
I'm good with the murals we have all over San Antonio. Those are made by fans. They're free and they're done with passion. They are not getting scammed.
yep.
That thing is atrocious. And you should feel bad since you're the fan of him, not me.
Yeah, it does. When I was telling people, I was looking at it and I was like, it kind of looks more like Antoine Walker than it does Dwayne Wade.
That's does that make them racist or just stupid?
Just makes whoever drew or did it not great at doing what they do. Um,
Like considering that in the Kobe statue, yeah, no.
I mean, Michael Jordan's statue looks cool, and his was, made way back in the day.
I know, but that just shows you how much they've fallen off since then.
Yep.
Look, let's just get the guy who makes the NFL busts for the Hall of Fame. Like, hey, can you
Yeah.
make the head for this bronze statue?
Right. Exactly.
Just make the head, and
Yep.
we'll make the rest.
Yeah.
Seriously, like that guy they did. What's his name? From the Ravens. What's that
Yeah.
guy's name from the Ravens?
Uh,
Uh, Hall of
Ray.
Famer. Just got a Hall.
Not Ray Lewis.
Was it Ray Lewis? I think it was.
Was it Ray? Ah.
They got his face on point and his facial hair perfectly.
Yeah.
He was like an imitation. Whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. Basketball is it's Boston's to win to lose. Unfortunately, that's not to say they can't be beat. I think they can,
Hmm.
but so it's going to be difficult still.
Yeah. There's three undefeated teams currently in NBA. Right now. One's Boston. Can you guess who the other two are?
Is it the Knicks?
It is not the Knicks. The
It's
Knicks
not the
are 1 and 2.
76ers, I can tell you that.
Nope. Ironically, our two teams are usually pretty bad. Um, Cavaliers are 4-0, so they're leading the Eastern Conference right now. And the Oklahoma City Thunder are 3-0 in the Western Conference, which is
Yeah.
crazy.
Um I mean, the Thunder are now getting in that same territory as like the Stars, go show up when it matters, but they're all over Chet Holmgren's dick, man.
Yeah.
They think this guy's the greatest center ever and it's only like year 2.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't be talking because I like Wemby, but that dude's got an even higher ceiling, at least. But
Uh, there are two under or two non-winning teams right now. Detroit Pistons are 0-4, and Utah Jazz are 0-3.
wow, who could have
Yeah.
seen that coming?
Yeah, Pistons are terrible. They've been I'm gonna say it now. Pistons have been bad ever since they moved out of the Palace. They
Could
have
never
not.
have moved out of the Palace, guys.
Yep, they should have stayed in the Palace. The Palace was a great stadium, and then they got rid of Joe Louis Arena, and that was terrible for the. That's a terrible place to watch hockey if you watch it in the upper deck. It's not great. Um,
Yeah, the Palace was great though.
I love the Palace Auburn Hills. I
Yeah, it's
went
like
there a
we
few
should have more
times.
fights in it or something.
Yeah, I
Honestly, that would have been such a funny idea to host like a boxing match like months after the Malice in the Palace event happened,
yep,
just to make it the new fight hall.
yeah, true. Now I am a Miami Heat fan. Been Heat fan for a while now. But he keeps. I don't know how. We keep coming up finding players that I've never heard of, and all of a sudden we're still pretty decent. I mean, yeah, we got Josh Richardson, Kevin Love, Duncan Robinson's pretty good, Bam Adebayo, and obviously Jimmy Butler. But
I
it's
just
like,
know Bam is the guy you keep trying to trade away and nobody wants him.
yeah, Bam's pretty good. I like keep Bam. He's just on the shorter side for a center. He's only 6'9", so
Nice.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, he got a double double last two games, so it's pretty good. He had 10 points or 12 points, 10 rebounds, and 12 points, 11 rebounds. So
I think Wimby had a 20 rebound night last night. I
yep,
just wish we swept the Rockets in that doubleheader.
yeah. I guess we'll see what happens this year in or in basketball. Now it's 5-4. New York
Wow.
had our Yankee or Dodgers scored again, bottom of the fifth now.
Yeah. Wow,
Same.
nothing on Wemby. I was expecting a Wemby question at this point.
I was gonna ask, but uh, I wasn't sure. I know I was trying to think of something.
No, I
That's
don't
why I
care.
cut away. No, you think you think his ceiling is as high as everybody says it is, or you think it's gonna be
I
where
think it
he's?
can be. He
Yeah.
just needs to, well, for one, he needs his teammates to actually feed him the ball when the opportunity's there.
Hmm.
And also, you can't stop. You gotta stop running into dirty players like Dylan Brooks. That guy is such a scumbag, man.
Yeah.
He, I don't know if you ever saw that like pseudo fight that broke out between the Spurs and him,
Hmm.
where he was like trying to rip the ball out of Wemby's arm by ripping off Wemby's arm,
Yeah.
and everybody didn't like it. I think at one point Chris Paul swatted at him, and he's trying to call like they're the dirty ones. But dude, I saw you last night like hit Ja Morant in the nuts while he's like jumping up to get an air ball in.
Hmm.
I think it was a layup. It might have been. I just saw the frames of it. I didn't see the actual like live action replay. But that's bad. That's
Yeah.
sad.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah, there's
surprised.
a reason why they wanted him. That's the identity.
Yeah. The one
Look,
thing that
all I know is what.
good.
No, Dylan Brooks is gonna be ducking when he sees LeBron again. That was the second time I ever started rooting for LeBron. The first was during the 3-1 comeback.
Hmm.
that was the year of the choke. That was a great year for sports, man. I mean,
Yeah.
for you it was,
Yep. Man, that was the
but
year the
the
Cubs
the
won.
fact that we had three major chokes in a row,
Hmm.
like unfortunately hockey didn't get the memo. I wish it did.
Yeah.
But the fact we had a 3-1 lead blown in baseball, basketball, and then 28-3, that was just that'll never happen again, man.
Right.
That's an event that the stars had to align for. But anyway, I think Wemby will be fine.
Yeah. The one
He
thing
we just what?
I was going to say, the one thing I'm worried about Wemby is that he's so skinny. He's not. I don't know. He's like not really fit.
Well, that's the thing. I don't. He hasn't been getting pushed around like everybody says he does, or
Hmm.
thinks he. They said he will. I have not seen that as much. But I
Yeah.
think for the only issue now is like he just needs to have teammates get better, and also players need to go want to play with him, which I think will happen. And the fact that CP3 chose to come here on
Hmm.
his own is pretty cool. I know he's trying to just pad out his assist stat. That's what he's. That's why he's really there. But
Yeah.
he could have easily gone to some team like trying to get a ring that's trying to make a run right now, like the Nuggets or maybe the Lakers.
Yeah.
But it's pretty good. That was a nice gesture of him, regardless. But we still need more. We still need. The thing is, they need a bench.
Hmm.
We have some guys. Vassell is hurt, which is not helping us with our passing game.
Right.
Um, Keldon Johnson is a sixth man, pretty much.
Mhm.
Um, yeah, Paul George is our current starting one. We have Stefan Castle, who we drafted. He's great. He's got some good defensive lockdown abilities, which is what we needed because we were one of the worst defenses when Wemby was not on the court.
Hmm.
That's how bad we are. We're ranked what 30th. We went
Yep.
up from I think we go up to 19th whenever he's on the court. But you
Yeah.
take him out, we're dog shit. So having a good defensive guy who's learning from CP3 is actually really good for him.
Yeah.
So I think that one should pan out well, but we need more people that just take up other spots in the back.
Man, you guys' points per game aren't real strong right now, but it's the beginning of the season, so because I
Still
mean,
early.
yeah, Wemby's scoring 20 points per game, obviously, but then, after him and Sohan and uh after that kind of goes downhill. Next point, 11.7 after that, and
Yeah,
then
like I
10.
said, not having Devin Vassell for this
Mhm.
first week. I think he's coming back in early November. First week of November is his projected return.
Yep.
So he was our main three guy. So once he's back, we should be getting more chances to score, not just from deep,
Hmm.
but also just getting the ball to other people and to Wemby mainly.
Yep.
Because now teams are going to start trying to double him, but if you do that, then you're going to leave Vassell open for a wide open three.
Yeah.
So that's you want that situation where it's like, oh, we could target the big guy, but then you're setting up someone else who can just hit you even harder. Because
Right.
Wemby can drill threes too, but the fact that you're focusing on him, but like ignoring the main three guy, it's like basically ignoring a Danny Green to
Hmm.
go after Tim or Kawhi, and it's like, what are you going to do when he burns you for a three?
Right.
You going to keep doing what you're doing, or are you going to risk giving up another three?
True. Yep.
So yeah, but I mean, the fact we lost to the Mavs, that's not a surprise. The only issue we have aside from like roster depth is we don't finish games. We start out
Hmm.
the first half great, and then we implode in the third or fourth.
Yep.
That's what happened against the Mavs again. We just need to play the full 48 minutes. That's
Mm.
the other issue we have, but that's something that they got to get over on their own. Like I think experience and time can help you get over that, but just having more guys that can stay out and still score is also important.
I agree. Yep. I was just looking through some of the sports information or news. Apparently, Lonzo Ball sprained his wrist. I can't sprained his wrist after he's just coming back. Apparently,
Jesus Christ, that dude can't catch a break.
no, he'll be back. I guess he's gonna reevaluate in 10 days. So we'll see how that is.
Oh, that's what happened to DeJounte. He fractured his hand the first
Yeah,
game.
apparently wasn't hurting him too bad because he played through the injury, collected 6 points and 6 assists. So see,
Yeah.
he has left knee. it feels like Lonzo Ball is kind of like the this generation's Grant Hill, where Grant could not stay healthy to save his life, and then Derrick Rose, and a few of them. But I guess we'll see what happens with that. Oh, I forgot Rudy Gay retired this year.
Oh yeah, I liked him.
Yeah, he was good. He was a pretty good player. He played for forever. It felt
Us.
like.
Yeah, he played for what? The Kings, for the
Uh,
Spurs. Then I think he went
Grizzlies.
to Memphis.
Yep. Grizzlies, Kings, Raptors, Spurs, and Jazz.
Yeah, but what is it? Right now, I feel like the West is so much more wide open
Hmm.
than it was last year because everyone was picking the Nuggets. So the
Yeah.
Mavs showed up, and as much as everyone wants to crown the Mavs going back again because of Klay Thompson, you gotta. I really want to see a Mavs Nuggets playoff series
Hmm.
because it's kind of like a think of it like it's like how like Piccolo and Vegeta and Dragon Ball. Yeah, do you know they never fought each other?
Yeah.
But it would be cool if they did,
You're right.
especially now with Orange Piccolo.
Do you think Clay made the right choice going to Dallas, or do you think that he kind of shut?
It works for him for now, so who knows? But
Yeah.
that's the thing with the Mavs, and who knows what'll happen? Because what was it? 2 years ago, people thought they were going to get in, then they just missed the playoffs, and then tried to tank for Wemby in the last minute.
Hmm. Yeah.
But that did work out for them because they got what's his name? Was it Lively?
Hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah. I guess we'll see how the Golden State's 2-1 right now. So I mean, it's not bad, I guess, but I
I
feel like
feel like that window is pretty much shut though. Like there's a crack in it, but
yeah, yeah. I
I
feel like
mean, Warriors fans shouldn't even be that bad. The fact that they dominated in such a short time is very impressive. The
mhm,
Spurs dynasty lasted a long time only because, there was a big gap after 2007
yeah,
before they
yeah,
went back. But they
yeah.
were always in the playoffs.
Exactly. Yeah, Steph Curry. I mean, he wasn't even that big of a star when he came out of. I mean, we watched him at Davidson for a few, games, and he wasn't that really gonna supposed to be
Yeah,
projected to do much. And then,
they were what the yeah they've been dominant for about 9 years. Yeah,
hmm,
because the Spurs were like they were dominant from '99 all the way until 14, and even a little after with Kawhi Aldridge thing. Thanks, Zaza. But
yeah,
actually, no, that sounds bad to say, but yeah. Here's a funny thing. Zaza injuring Kawhi, like the dick he was, actually landed the Spurs Wembanyama.
hmm,
Because you trade Kawhi, you use the pick to get Keldon Johnson. You also get and then you start getting worse and worse till you eventually start being bad. You get Devin Vassell. They should never have drafted Josh Primo. Dear God. Oh yeah, he got picked up. He's playing for the G League Chicago team.
okay,
So here's something funny. They have a sexual assaulter in their G League while having traded a pretty good guy for a allegedly PDF file. I cannot say the name because Twitch or the word because Twitch and
yeah,
YouTube.
TOS, yeah,
Yeah, so actually, do you remember when Australia got eliminated and he said it's really sucks that I have to wait 4 more years?
yep,
The internet had a field day with that line.
yeah.
But yeah, I don't like that guy either. Giddy. Why do they both have to have our names?
I don't know.
That's awful. Please do not
um,
associate me with those two.
true, true. Now,
Yeah.
oh, I was gonna ask something now. I forget. Do you think we'll ever see a city that has all four of the main teams win a championship in the same year?
No. Well, first off, Tom Brady's not there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the Brady effect? It almost happened
Yeah.
because the Rays won the year before he got there.
Yep.
Or no, they almost won that year
Mm-hmm.
because the Lightning won. The Rays couldn't beat the Dodgers.
Yep.
They won. I feel like I'm missing one. Oh,
Yeah,
that's right. Tampa Bay doesn't have a basketball team,
no,
so no.
but
But they
three of the
almost got
four.
the city sweep.
Yeah, three of the
There are
four have
very
been
few.
impressive.
There are very few cities with all four.
Yep,
Dallas is one of them. Well,
yep.
technically, I mean, the Cowboys don't even play in Dallas,
No.
nor do the Rangers. They actually, here's a fun insult I got for the Texas Rangers. We call them South Oklahoma.
Say the Dallas
Yeah, so they got the Cowboys, the Mavs, the Stars, and the Rags.
yeah.
Seattle now has all. Well, will have all four if they get the expansion team to
Hmm.
get the Supersonics back. It would be so messed up if the Thunder said no, you can't be called that. Like how
Yeah.
the Titans wouldn't let the expansion Texans be called the Oilers or wear the colors.
Yep.
And then they had the gall to wear the Oiler jerseys in front of the Texans, and they got swept by them that year. That was about as funny as you remember why they put those jerseys up in the first place?
Mm-mm.
It was the biggest beatdown in NFL history. The remember that Patriots game where it was so bad of a blowout, even the backup quarterback was cooking the Titans defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they really should have kept going. They could have actually had the most points ever scored by one team in a lopsided match. They
Hmm.
just stopped.
Yeah.
Belichick should have gone for the throat. But yeah, that was such a bad thing. The Oilers jerseys went in hibernation until last year or so.
Yeah. I think they could come back and name. I think they should name one of them the Supersonics for sure. If it comes back to Seattle, I think if anybody else
Yeah.
gets, I would like to see the Houston get the Oilers, but Texas is cool too.
Well, I mean, I don't think Texas fans will care if the ever get a World Series Lombardi Trophy
Right.
with the Texans
Yeah. I think.
because it'll be funnier that means they got it before the Titans did.
Yep.
Oh, but we were 1 yard short. 1 yard short. Almost winning doesn't mean you won.
Yeah. I think another team or another city I think should get their football team back is St. Louis.
Drew, I think you would have to put them on the wait football team. Yeah,
Yeah, they were the Rams, and then the Rams went
yeah.
to LA
I'm
again.
just thinking. I couldn't. I feel like it'd be a little weird because someone would have five teams.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a
It's such
one
a yeah,
bad thing.
yeah, because it's not like basketball where who cares if you add one extra?
Hmm.
Because they're gonna put one team in the East as well, and we don't. I don't know where that one's gonna be. I was saying maybe Baltimore. I was talking with with a friend of mine about that, and I was saying Baltimore would be a good place for the East
Hmm.
because they got the Orioles, they got the Ravens. I wonder what way they would reference Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, I figured if they ever did a expansion team in the East, it'd probably be. I think you have to put somebody in. Oh, I don't know.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, I would.
Well, they'd have all four teams if you did that.
Yeah, yeah, true. No, no. Yeah. There's a lot of locations that could run with the fourth team. I mean, they're big enough cities. Um,
Even Washington has four.
yeah, and they screwed up with the commander's name. They should have been. I They could have easily been the Washington Monuments, and then they had four jerseys, have one for each monument, or at least four monuments. Choose four, whatever. And each of them could be a different color with the monument on front. So, like, let's say hypothetically speaking, they have one for the Washington Monument. So whatever. They have the Lincoln Monument would be another one. Could have had the White House on there if they really wanted to, and then you know, choose a fourth one, whatever you want it to be. Smithsonian or whatever. But
I would
yeah,
have gone with the Washington Warriors because it's got good alliteration.
yeah, but
Plus, you could keep the logo too. I don't think I wouldn't say the logo itself was really that offensive. It was the name. The name was the reason why.
mhm,
You could have kept the logo the way it was because I mean Chicago has the Blackhawks. Well,
yeah,
they had to change the Guardians one.
mhm,
Wahoo Bros.
which is the Guardian name is worse in my opinion, but apparently it means something to the city of Cleveland. But what do I know?
For the land. There was something
Yeah.
funny when the Yankees Twitter was saying, "This is our land," after
Hmm.
beating a team named after Native Americans. There's just something so dark and bad about that, and they don't even know.
Very true. Very true.
Certified does he know moment.
Right. But I want to thank you for being on this episode of the podcast. We're going to
Cool,
talk some
cool.
more sports in the future. Because
Yep.
I know Super Bowl comes up in a few months, so I'm definitely going to get some people on here and talk Super Bowl and see what's going on there and get you back on
Let's.
here and talk some basketball when it gets close to the playoffs too.
It's 4-6 now.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, it was good to be here. Hopefully we'll have other people as well, because a back and forth is cool, but I would have liked to have one more person join us because it would have been more fun.
Yep.
Not your fault or anything.
No, I understand completely what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah.
The easier go with people talking to, everybody, but I messed up this year because last year I did the live draft react or draft to our NFL team and I didn't get to do it this year because I was at SeaWorld with the family, so
Yeah, you
sadly.
should have said, "Sorry, babe. Fantasy comes first. Shamu can wait."
Right. So sadly I didn't get to, but next year when we do the fantasy draft again, I'll definitely do a live react or a live one
Just keep
again.
all of August open.
Yep, exactly.
If you got
Um,
to go somewhere, do it early August.
right. Now, do you have any places that people can watch your streams and
Yep.
stuff like that?
You've got my YouTube channel, LevinLightsaber, the twitch.tv/LevinLightsaber. Levin spelled Levin, and you know how to spell lightsaber, I hope.
Yep.
Um, there is the Twitter, but I don't use it that much. At least I got my personal one that's just for me complaining about sports or whatever. And
Hmm.
there's the other one that's more for the I tell you when a video's up and all that.
Yep.
I also have a Blue Sky because Twitter bad. Twitter is going to worse. That's why I'm just putting both just in case.
Right.
So yeah, go ahead and check that because I would love to be there for. I would love a podcast on Twitter's downfall when it ever happens. Especially, yeah, it's about to get busy next week.
Hmm.
Yeah, not this coming Tuesday or next Tuesday. Yeah, actually, yeah. So
Hmm.
yeah. But yeah, those are where you could find me. I'm actually going to be streaming. I don't know when you upload this, so if there's anyone watching live, I'll be playing Left 4 Dead with a couple of friends.
Hmm.
If you like that game, go ahead and check it out. Who knows? Maybe I'll even have room for somebody to join, but whatever. We'll see.
Sounds good.
Anyway, thanks for having me, Soccer. It was
Oh
good to
no.
talk sports.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you all for watching and see you pretty soon again for another episode, JDUB and Friends.
Take care.